Hello and welcome to lesson number 7, where we'll be completing the template that we've started so far. So in the last video we looked at this slide where we built the slide. We also built this slide and this slide where uh, we have this slide here. Here is what our customers say about us. So in this last lesson we'll be looking at these last two slides and the final thank you slide, and then that ends this session. So to build a slide like this is very easy. As usual, we come to our home tab and then we insert a new blank slide as always. Now we have a test here, sub test, and then some text over here. Okay, so as usual I go to my previous build slide. Okay, let me go for this one. Okay, no, let me come for this one. Okay, so I'll copy this and copy this. We looked at how we do that. It's just text box and then you insert them. So I'll paste it over here. This is column chart title here. Okay, so I can type here column chart title here. Okay, so I'll select everything and then I capitalize each word. Okay, so let me make some variation. The title here, I'm going to make the title here loose, make it this, increase the size a little, and yes, that's a little bit of variation, okay, from this guy. And then I select this one, I bring it down slightly here. Okay, something like this should be fine. Okay, then I go to okay, I come to this slide and then I copy this, I come here, then I paste, then I send it all the way here, making sure it is in line with everything I have over here. I may give this dark green color over here. Okay, so this is pretty much looking like what we have at the top over here, even though this is all text. So let me make this like this. Okay, all right, now let me just leave it like that. It's fine. Okay, so the next thing is this box we have over here. So I'm going to create that. Go to insert, shapes, and this rectangle, and then I put it over here. Okay, make it slightly smaller. Okay, shape outline, no outline, shape fill, I give it the orange color as usual. So we have a text over here, so I'm gonna come here, select this text, oh no, come here, select this text, I copy it, then I paste it, and I move it to the middle over here, squeeze it down a little bit, select all, align center. Okay, and I make the font size smaller. Okay, let me reduce the text a little. It depends on what the information you want to have here. So I have this is mine. I'll change the font color to white. Okay, now this icon is actually from, if you come to insert and you insert icons over here, right? So because I'm not connected right now, I can't find that icon, but if you go to icons and it loads, you see if you go to the icons, you see this icon over there. So I'm just going to copy this. I come to home, I copy, I come down here and I paste, and I position it somewhere in the middle over here. Okay, so the next thing I have to do is to have my title here. So I come to insert, text box, I drag over here, and then yeah, you type your title here. So title here, Control A, increase the font size, Montserrat medium. Okay, let me make it extra bold, reduce the font size, center align, bring it somewhere here, make it white. I think extra bold is too much, semi bold should be fine. And then I capitalize each word. Okay, this is looking pretty good so far. All right, so from here, the next thing I have to do is to insert this chart over here. Okay, so it depends on the chart that you have and you want to insert, so insert the chart over there. Now if the chart is bigger, for instance, let's say I have a bigger chart, I can just remove this because you don't necessarily need this, it's just design. You can erase this guy and let your chart occupy all this big space. The chart title will be here, and then you have the description of the chart over here. Okay, this chart shows maybe an increase in sales performance over the last 3 months, and it also shows that maybe there has been a decline in sales of product one, product two, something like that. Depends on the graph that you are going to have. But to insert the graph that we have over here, you just go to insert, you come to charts. Okay, then you go to your column charts, and then you come to your stack column chart, this guy. Okay, I'll be making a new master course on chart itself, and then we will learn more about charts and Excel as well. All right, so whilst I wait for it to come, okay, here is what I have. So I think this is okay. So I'm just going to click here to close it, and then I squeeze this guy really tight. Okay, I undo that, select this guy, and then I bring it here, squeeze it more. Okay, so I select this guy in the middle here, I send it closer to this guy, I come here, I select all these guys, then I send them also a little bit more to the edge. Okay, in so doing we have more space to expand this guy a little. Now I'm going to select the labels on the axis over here, change them to Montserrat. The category over here too, change them to Montserrat. Consistency in your font, everything should be Montserrat. Okay, chart title, I'm going to get rid of the chart title since I don't really need it. That chart title will come here. Okay, so I'm going to give these guys, select the top guys, go to format, then shape fill, make it way lighter. Okay, so way lighter so that they don't really show that much. And then I select the orange guys, they are still orange, and then I select the blue guys and I make them dark. Okay, great. Right, this is looking very beautiful. Now let me make a different variation of this slide. So I duplicate this slide, and then this time around I'm going to delete the one I have in the middle here. Okay, so I'm going to expand this chart even way bigger. Gap width, okay, let me reduce the gap width, so I increase it so they will make smaller and much more visible. Okay, so all right, so here, okay, so this is our chart. The title will be here, so there's no need to put the title on top over here. You can select the category and make it bold so that they show even more, and then you can increase this legend over here. You can select this, then bring it to the top a little so that the series will also show really well. select this over here and make it bold for it to show more. Okay, so you have control over your graph. Okay, don't just insert the graph, leave it like that. Change some colors to match your theme color, expand it when necessary, add some details, make sure the font is the same font you are using throughout your presentation, and it should be good to go. Okay, so for this slide we recreated it and we have a different variation of this particular slide. Okay, so the last one we'll be looking at is this one. Now this is very easy. So I'm going to come here, then insert. Let's say I have three products that we are selling, right? And there has been increase in some sales, there has been decrease in some sales. So I want to see, for product A there has been, let's say, 80% increment, but for product B the increment was 60% out of the 100% we were expecting, and for product C there was, let's say, 10% decrease in sales, something like that. You want to represent it using a donut chart. So let's see how we can do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to my previous slides, any of them, and I copy the title because I don't want to draw a text box again. So I copy, come down here, I paste over here, then I send it to the middle here. So I have data analysis, so I'm going to write here data analysis. Okay, select everything, I align center, capitalize each word, bring it here, analysis, I give it the orange color. So that's looking good so far. So we have some text over here as usual. I go here, select this my text, copy, and then I paste, bring it to the top, expand here, something like this, so it covers here. Okay, something more like this, and then I align center. Okay, this is looking pretty much very good, but realize that it will not be the same lorem ipsum something over here. This will contain your text, what you have to type under the data analysis, some brief description of the data analysis you are about to do. So from here I'll click on insert, go to chart, then I go to pie chart, then I select the donut chart and I select OK. So that is going to insert the donut chart that I want. Now I could have copied the previous one, but I won't do that in this case. So let me send this to the top so that I have only two donut chart over here. So I'm going to make this 80 percent, 80. Then I'm going to make the bottom one here 20%. That means everything here is supposed to be 100. So I will close this, select this, bring the size down a little, remove this title and then this guy over here, and then I reduce this guy over here, I select this guy, then I go to the donut size and then I decrease the size, the whole size, so it looks something like this. So let me make it 70. Okay, 70 is looking quite good. So I bring it somewhere to the edge here, I select the orange part and I make that part a little bit of dark gray. Okay, just that part. So shape fill, and yeah, this is good. Then I select the blue part, shape fill, let me give it a, okay, green is not, all right, orange is fine. So I can just put a text box here, 80% something, 80% increase or decrease, something there. Okay, so insert text box, drag here, then you type in the 80% title. Okay, just type some title there. Okay, select this, toggle the keys, and then uppercase, right? So I'll change this to Montserrat semi-bold, reduce the size a little. Now the 80% is not showing, so I select just the 80%, increase the size. Okay, I bring it somewhere here. Okay, let's make some variation, right? So let's make this, then let's just make this guy bold. All right, so I'm not going to add this text over here because you don't necessarily need that. All you have to do is type some title at the bottom over here. So I'll send this guy a little bit to the top, and then I go to insert. I come here. Let's say this is product one. Depending on the product you want to, this is data analysis, so it's kind of deviating away from the tour something that we are doing. But even if it's the tour and they are doing some data analysis for maybe the mountains they visited, whether there has been an increase in the injury or something, or people had more fun, camping activities, this is a good way to show it. So I'm going to come here and give it sentence case, then products number one. Okay, so I select this everything, and then semi bold Montserrat, and I copy this, and then I paste, drag it down, squeeze it here, delete most of the text because I don't need them, and then I put this guy together like this, and I bring it to the bottom over here. Now this is looking perfect, it's looking awesome. Now I can select all of this, okay, and press Ctrl G to group it. Now that I've grouped it, I select and press down Ctrl, I press and hold down Ctrl, bring my mouse over here, click and drag. Okay, click and drag to make a copy. Then the same thing, I do it again, I bring it here. So I now have three of them. I select all three, then I go to shape format, align, and then I go to distribute horizontally. That will make the spacing even between them. So now I can now change the text over here to product 2. Here should be product 3, and then you can change this graph. You can go to right click on it, edit data, then you can make some variations to the figures. Let's say this is 50, so I'm going to make here 50, down there also 50 as well, so it is 50 50. So I will make here 50. Okay, so for the third product I'm going to make it, let me say 75. Okay, so I now click on the donut chart, I right click, edit data, and then I put here 75 25. Okay, press enter. Is it. Voila, that is very simple. That is how we have the donut chart, and this is even looking way more beautiful than the first slide I did. Okay, so you can see it's very beautiful, very simple to do. You just fill in the text boxes here with the text you have, then your titles or the product that you have, some general description, and your title over here. Everything is very easy and very beautiful. Now, for us not to forget, you can see that there are slide numbers on the previous one, but these ones, the new ones that we've created from the start, they don't have slide numbers. Are we okay? Now, to insert a slide number is very easy. Just come to insert. Okay, we are doing this manually, so we just draw a text box over here and then just write 01. Okay, so press and hold down Ctrl A, select it, give it Montserrat, maybe semi bold, increase the size a little to your liking, and you give it your color. So now that you have this over here, you just copy, then you go to your next slide, which is this guy, you paste, and you change it to 2, and then you repeat the same process. Go to the third slide you created, paste it there, reposition it well so it doesn't show on anything, make it 3, and then you continue to repeat the same process until you name all the slide. I know it's a little bit of work, but At the end of the day, it will be worth it since the presentation will stand out more than any other presentations you've ever made to your boss or to your superior. So thank you so much. For the last one, okay, in case someone is saying we've not done this, for this one, it's very easy. I can just come here to the first slide that you made, duplicate it, send it all the way down there, because there's no need you go and do this again. Send it all the way down there. Okay, now if you look at this two, you realize that this has been reduced, so we reduce this in size, then we send it somewhere here. Okay, so reduce it, bring it somewhere to the end over here, voila. And then we have thank you for choosing us, okay, something like that. Okay, so if you look at that, we can recreate that very easily. But because we've done something similar at the top, we are just going to come here, copy everything here. Okay, then we go all the way down there, come here, and we paste. Then we just delete all this text, and then this is by name of owner. Okay, oh no, this should be name of owner, not by name. Yeah, name of owner. So so you just type in here maybe your name. Okay, maybe prepared by moi. Let's say my name is moi Johnson. Okay, the moi is me in French, you know, I'm just kidding. So thanks for choosing us. So let's make that, yeah, it's gonna be thanks for, here will be choosing, and then here will be us. Okay, voila, and there we go. But this is too close to this, so I'm going to select them and I send them slightly to the top, and voila, this, and we have this. Okay, so that's basically it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you staying until the end. I really appreciate you. Thank you for buying the course, and I believe you've learned a lot of things. They are very simple, basic things, but the more you practice with it, the more you realize that making slide is very easy. And then, except for complicated infographics, which we'll be looking at later on in another separate master course, but this is how you create very simple, very basic PowerPoint slides to make them beautiful, more attractive for your superiors or your boss. Now if you look at the project folder, uh, now if you look at the project folder and you click on slides, you realize that we have the one that we worked on, which is the fun excursion template, and then we have a presentation template one, and then product display template. Let me open this guy for you to see. Okay, so this one is also another template that I worked on, but you have it free in there. You can just go in, look at it, and use it to practice. So we have this infographics over here, another one over here, something here, team members over here. This is also another way you can, you know, represent your teammates. Okay, some description about your teammates, you know, some other slides over here, some chart over here, something over here. Now this is similar to what we did over there, and then the data analysis is also similar to what we had over there. So you have this, and you have the product display as well. So the product display, this is a Coca-Cola product display. Now for them, you see that in the project folder, you see, if you come here, you see some 3D images, right? These are what I used in this presentation. So this chair is a 3D model. So if I select it, you can see the 3D model option will come. I can use this over here to change the orientation of the chair because it is a 3D model. Are you okay? So um okay, 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 you see that the chair has changed. Initially it wasn't like this. Okay, so 3D model, if I click here, it will change to the back. If I click here, it will change the orientation of the chair. But now that I think about it, the top view actually looks nice, so I'm going to keep it like this. But if you look at this and this, you realize that this, let me go to the presentation mode. Okay, so this is how it looks like. But if I click onto the next slide, look at how amazing the chair actually turns to give you the new look. See, very good, very beautiful, amazing. This is simply a small morph effect. Okay, you see the chair, you're looking at the top of it, you talk about it, but the moment you click onto the next, the chair will automatically rotate and everything is in nice synchronization and it's very, very beautiful. Okay, so the same thing with the Coca-Cola one over here. So we have it over here. This is showing the front with the Coca-Cola logo. This is showing the back. So if I go to presentation mode, okay, so I talked about Coca-Cola, maybe the nutritional fat and some other stuff about it, and I want to talk about the back of it. So I just click on next slide and you see how only the can rotates and then it makes the animation and then it makes the slide very beautiful and very amazing. So you also have this. If you want to learn how to make things like this, just leave me a comment and I will have a one-on-one session with you to explain how to make this beautiful template as well. So as you can see, you have two more slides which can help you practice, okay, and make your presentation even more beautiful. Like I said, get an inspiration online and then that will determine the kind of slide you would like to build. So thank you once again for watching and I'll see you in the next masterclass. Bye bye.